The following scammer encounter occurred by a friend that watches our channel. She said that she was able to identify the scammer and would like to share how her chat went. So after I read her encounter, I'm going to read the chat log that she had with the scammer. This gives you an idea of what scammers say and a code word they use to try and see if you are a scammer yourself. I downloaded the game Words with Friends. Within the first day, whilst playing the game with Larry, he sent me a message. I instantly knew, from following your channel, that this guy must be a scammer. His photos, his name, and when he started sending messages, it hit off as a typical start of a scam. Being savvy to this, I had a false name on my account. When he asked me about myself, I was vague, but also never gave him real information on my age, what job I do. I just wanted to see what garbage he came up with. I was noticing he had spelling errors, red flag, and when he told me he was from California, I asked him, "What part of Cali are you from?" To which he replied, "I am from California." Sounds legit, alright? And I will go ahead and read these screenshots as the scammer and as her so you guys can get an idea of what he says. Towards the end, I accidentally made a spelling error. This must have roused his suspicion because he replied to me with LA. I was confused and asked him what he meant. He never ever replied. I reported his account to the site and his account is now gone. Larry wrote, "Hello, how are you doing?" "I'm good, how are you?" "Hello, I'm chatting from California. And you?" asks Larry. "I'm from the UK. Where in Cali are you?" "I live in California. What are your hobbies?" asked Larry. "I like yoga. How about you?" "Interesting. I like walk in the park, reading and watching movies. Also family comping, but unfortunately I am always alone most of the time. My daughter Lisa live about 50 miles away from me and she hardly visit, so I am really lonely, planning on getting a pet," says Larry. "I just got back from yoga group. I love long walks and love movies." "What kind of movies do you like?" "I'd love a pet dog. I have a cat." Larry responds with, "That's nice. I like romantic love movie. I am a widower man for about 5 years now. Also have one mature adult daughter called Lisa living with her boyfriend. I am working as a construction worker. Please, can you tell me about yourself?" "I live alone. I work at a supermarket. I work long hours. I like mafia movies. What kind of construction work do you do?" Larry responds with, "I'm working as a road contraction work. Thank you so much for explaining and I understand everything." "Oh, that's cool. How old are you, and if you don't mind me asking?" Larry responds with, "Okay. Are you living alone?" Exclamation point. "I am kidding because I known such a beautiful woman like you can't be living alone. I'm 58 and you?" "Yes, I live alone. I'm 33. I lived alone for 5 years." Larry responded after she said that she lived alone for 5 years because when she typed, she accidentally put, "I gave lived alone for 5 years." His response, "LA. What do you mean?" So for those of you who don't know, LA, ALAYE, is a slang word. It's used for as a powerful and impactful person. It's slang for thug. It's internet text messaging and criminal slang. Basically what happens is it's a code word used by scammers to reveal themselves to each other. So if you're online chatting with somebody and you're having a conversation and they say ALAYE, LA, they're trying to see if you too are a scammer. And usually if you respond with that or another slang, they'll either leave you alone or they'll ask how much money you've gotten from victims. If you pretend like you don't know what that word means, most of the time the scammer will reply and say, "Oh, sorry dear, I punched the wrong button on the computer. I hit the wrong buttons on my keyboard." But just know if you do see that word that you are talking to a scammer without a doubt, and they're trying to see if you're one of their fellow friends. We'd like to thank this lady for sharing this story and this chat interaction. It gives you an idea of how scammers chat to potential victims, some of the phrases they use, the words they use, how they structure their sentences, and there's a lot of red flags in this conversation. And oftentimes people miss these red flags if they don't know what to look for. So thanks again for sharing this, and if you'd like to share your scam encounter, whether it be a chat you'd like me to narrate or you'd like me to narrate a story, you can send it to us, scammingscammers@gmail.com, or you can find us on Facebook under the page Scamming Scammers Cyber Education. Send us what you have, we can verify it and narrate it into a video. You can remain as anonymous as you'd like, or we can use just part of your name or a totally different name to keep you safe. And please know, any information you send us, we never share your email or information with the scammers or with any other people. So you're 100% safe with us. Thanks for listening, and until next time, keep yourself safe